This is how the fatal officer-involved shooting ended on Thursday, November 7th. But a lot happened before that. 6 hours prior, here's the dash cam from a BK patrol car on Highway 71 at 3:11 a.m.
At that time, he was able to observe a vehicle traveling westbound at what he determined to be a high rate of speed and was driving somewhat erratically.
A BK police officer tried to perform a traffic stop. The driver eventually pulled over on the side of the road, waited for the officer to get out of the patrol car, and then took off again.
He's already chased him through Bee Cave into Lakeway, but as you can see, the suspect vehicle is driving on the wrong side of the road.
The BK police chief says out of caution, the lone officer called in the sheriff's office for assistance. The Travis County deputy lost sight of the truck and the pursuit ended. Officers were able to contact the registered owner by looking up the license plate.
It was his son, Zachary Labrie, that was driving the vehicle, and his son had told him that he had been involved in a police pursuit, that he was armed, and he had made some suicidal statements to his father.
Police say 27-year-old Zachary Labrie then drove to his ex-girlfriend's apartment in Northwest Austin.
Seen on the Ring door cam kicking in her door. Now, he has a history with her of some family violence that included some strangulation. Door cam, she was not home at the time. She was actually out of town out of fear that she had.
He didn't spend long there. Labrie was in and out in a few minutes. Then about an hour later,
I was sitting in the parking lot waiting for my shift to start at Starbucks, and this guy came up to my window. He had a mask over his face, and he pointed a gun at my window, told me to get out, and he stole my car.
It's now 6:30 in the morning. Another person contacting police, but this time, a man who was carjacked in the HEB parking lot near 620 and 2222.
Yes, he got to my car.
At this point, APD knows the suspect's identity. They decided to return to the ex-girlfriend's apartment.
Austin, police, get on the ground!
That's where they found Labrie, who is seen running from officers in body cam video.
That's a gun in his hand. You can see the weapon. He then turns and points at the officers.
Stop it, you can stay!
So this is someone who's still coming up off the ground and still pointing that weapon at the officers, and so that's why the officers continue to fire.
Labrie was pronounced dead at the scene around 9 that morning. We now know he had a criminal background with a history of several felony charges and having served time in prison.
He did have an ankle monitor on that he cut off during, I believe, sometime from the period of the pursuit to the time he showed up at the girlfriend's house.
Labrie bonded out of the Travis County Jail on October 29th, only 9 days before this all took place.